The setup for the kettlebell swing is a triangle setup. You want the bell about 1.5 feet in front of you. When I look down at it, it's an equilateral triangle. I'm going to hinge, just like my deadlift hinge, and I'm going to tilt the bell toward me. I'm going to pretend it's bolted into the floor so I can lean back against it, feel my weight into my heels. My hamstrings are loaded, meaning I can feel those muscles engaged. I'm going to pretend I can break the handle into a horseshoe shape. That's going to help engage my lats, pull my shoulders away from my ears. And I'm also going to take that big bracing breath into my kidneys. From there, I'm going to hike it high into my junk, right? Not down here, which hurts my lower back, but up high. And then I'm going to stand up against it, snapping my hips, making that bell float forward. So, always hiking hard towards my crotch. I don't swing above my head. This is a Russian kettlebell swing. This part of my forearm touches high in my crotch, inner thighs. I am not in danger here. Feet are firmly planted into the floor. I'm wearing Vans, which have a nice flat sole. You can do this barefooted. You can wear CrossFit sneakers. Barefoot's best, but this garage is cold, so I wear shoes. I want you to think of the top of the swing as a vertical plank. So shoulders are pressed down, that engages the lats, butt is squeezed, knees are locked straight, hips are locked straight, arms are out in front. Your arms are ropes with hooks. There is no arm bending. So. There's a point right here where the bell is floating because I've snapped my hips hard enough to make that happen, and that is this microcosm of rest. From there, it's gonna fall, and then I'm gonna forcefully hike it. Then I'm gonna forcefully stand up. Then it's gonna rest, float, hike, snap. One of the biggest mistakes I see people do with their swing is to turn it into an arm raise. My hunch is that they're embarrassed, or they think it's silly, or they're afraid to use the force that's required to move the bell with their hips. And you really can't fake it. For those people, they might have trouble reconciling this hip snap motion with the movement of the kettlebell. So if you're one of those people, I want you to start with the kettlebell in your hands. And you're gonna have your feet in the position so it can go pass through your legs. And you're just gonna start bucking your hips forward. Not over forward, just forward until the bell starts to swing. Then you can add the breath. So. Hike and park. That's the last thing. So you don't stop your swing up here, you stop it here. Another mistake I see people do is they don't straighten their knees all the way at the top. They hike and then they just kind of stay there like they're sitting on a horse, and you can't plank, you can't snap your hips if you don't straighten your knees. So that's why I like to think of the top of the swing as a vertical plank. This is the position. So this is the top position, this is the bottom position, just like a deadlift. You can try a chop and pop. So you're gonna chop your hips into the hinge position, pop your hips forward. Inhale, exhale. It's really snappy. It's really precise. It's staccato. You're locking everything out so forcefully that it's gonna make your butt shake a little bit. Try it.